Welcome back to another episode in our depression series of cognitive patterns. And these videos are all about decreasing our depression behaviors, and increasing our healthier positive thoughts and increasing our healthier behaviors so we can really do the things that we want to get done in life. And so, again, welcome back to Clearing the Fog. In the last episode, we learned a simple but powerful tool: catch, name, reframe. It's a gentle way to bring awareness to your thoughts and to hopefully begin to shift them. Today, we're going to focus on that final step, reframing, but not just any kind of reframing. Because when you're in a depressive episode, the last thing you need is someone saying, just think positive. It could be worse, or everything happens for a reason. That kind of thinking, that's toxic positivity. And it can be just as damaging as negative thinking because it erases your pain instead of honoring it. Now, that doesn't mean we need everybody to honor our pain, of course. This is more of an internal thing, as most things are internal for us. Our wins, our positive thoughts, our negative ones as well, changing ourselves into who we want to be. Those are all internal things that we have to do. So in this episode, we're going to explore how to, 1, tell the difference between toxic positivity and compassionate realism; 2, practice grounded reframes that feel true, not forced; and 3, give your brain something to hold on to that honors both your struggle and your strength. So let's get started by getting honest. So the problem with toxic positivity, and I have learned that I do not actually like pop psychology because it is all about just being positive all the time. And I do believe that that leads us to not actually work on what we need to work on, and to hold space for the times where things aren't positive. Not saying we have to clearly focus on those always, but we need to recognize them and honor them just as much as we need to recognize and honor the positive things as well. So toxic positivity is the pressure to be upbeat, grateful, or high vibe even when you're hurting. It often sounds like, at least just smile, good vibes only. And this might come from others, but sometimes it might come from our own internal stuff as well. And internally, we could be thinking, I shouldn't feel this way. Other people have it worse. I just need to be more grateful. But here is the truth when it comes to that. You can be grateful and grieving. You can want better and feel broken. And you can love your life and still feel lost. Honoring the fullness of your experience is what makes room for healing, not forcing silver linings where they do not actually belong. So be okay that you're going to be negative sometimes and we're going to fail. And that doesn't mean we're any less in life than anybody else. And we'll have wins and we'll be positive as well. We can be both. I guess you would say the yin and the yang in life. And where do we go next from here? Well, we can practice compassionate realism. And compassionate realism is about telling the truth. It's your whole truth. So here's how it can sound. I feel hopeless right now. And you would reframe that to, I felt hopeless before and found my way through. I can hold on to that memory today. I didn't get anything done. Let's reframe that to, I did what I could with the energy I had, and that matters too. Everything feels heavy. Well, let's reframe this to, I did what I could with the energy I had, and that matters too. The goal isn't to slap a happy sticker on your pain. It's to widen the lens so your current feeling isn't the only truth that you see. So try this structure. This is hard and I'm still showing up. This hurts and I'm learning to take care of myself anyway. This isn't what I wanted and I can still offer myself compassion. So where else can we go from here? Well, we can build our personal reframe bank. And so what is that? Well, it's when you're in the middle of a spiral, it can be really hard to think clearly. That's why it helps to be prepared in advance. So this is when I talk about how we should have reframe thoughts available. Or the last video, we talked about having some stuff written down as well for when we need it to offer us clarity. So it was our thought patterns, right? Is this an all or nothing thinking that we're doing, or is this catastrophizing or mind reading? So if we can name our distortions before they happen, just like a reframe bank, it's great to have that for us. So create a reframe bank, a list of phrases that feel real, supportive, and believable to you. And here's a few to help you get started. This isn't forever. I've survived worse than this. Feeling this way doesn't make me a failure. Doing something small still counts, and I'm not alone in this. Keep them in your journal, on your phone, or by your bed. And on hard days, choose one like a life raft. You don't need to convince yourself everything's great. You just need to remind yourself that this moment doesn't erase who you are in the end. So let's recap on this. Toxic positivity ignores your pain. Compassionate realism holds it. A helpful reframe isn't about being cheerful, it's about being kind and truthful. You can honor both your struggle and your strength in the same breath. So in the final episode of this series, which will be the next one, we'll talk about how to make these practices sustainable for you and how to build a life with a softer inner voice and a deeper trust in your thoughts. So here's the comment section, your chance to leave a comment on any part of this video or really anything that you would like. And if you're struggling with what to comment on, here is a question. What's one reframe that feels real to you when things get hard? So remember, you do not need to be perfect. You do not need to be positive. You just need to be honest and kind to yourself. You're doing beautifully. So if this video was helpful at all, please like, subscribe, or comment. And if you feel that somebody else could benefit from this video, please share it as well. So here we are in the next part, if you lasted this long. And this part is all about the journals and the children's book I created. These journals are really to help go hand in hand with the videos to kind of keep going on your anxiety, your self-discovery, self-discipline, and self-love. And then it's a beach journal theme where there's 12 areas and they kind of each have some prompts to write down some thoughts that you have and hopefully to work through some things. And then the children's book is all about teaching your child to be brave, to have courage, and to kind of understand where that comes from on their own inside.